Adventure is about experiencing new people, new cultures, new horizons. About learning who you are in relation to the rest of the world. 7 people come together to travel thousands of miles across the globe in search of adventure. The expedition is also a Parkinson's fundraiser. Every kilometre they drive raises money and awareness for Parkinson's disease. Starting from San Francisco, California, the expedition team heads down into Mexico and Central America. They continue driving to the tip of South America, where the cars catch a ship to Australia. The team cuts across the outback, hops over to Singapore, where they follow the route north through Southeast Asia. Then they swing west into India, up into China, and across the Siberian wilderness. Finally, they drive through Alaska, Canada, and back home. The expedition is the brainchild of Nick Baggerly. Nick founded Drive Around the World, an organisation that combines charitable fundraising and adventure travel.
We're on the Alden River, and we're checking email. It's pretty cool.
Todd Borgie, a former Peace Corps volunteer, has an insatiable curiosity for other cultures. Here on the expedition, he serves as the mechanic.
I guess I'm the secondary mechanic, which the secondary mechanic does all the work.
Nancy Olson, a captain in the Marine Corps Reserves and an adventure racer, is in charge of the team's public relations.
I was just driving by a tree back there, and this was right up against the tree. I said, oh, cool.
Justin Mounts left the comfort of his 6-figure job as a business consultant for the romance and adventure of the road. He keeps the group on track as the team navigator.
You know, I used to make the claim that I was the whitest guy in California. I've taken that claim global now. I am the whitest guy in the world.
CHANDA GROOM is in charge of logistics. She also maintains contact with the outside world through the team's website, odysseyshow.com.
So, they're selling kangaroo tails in the frozen section in the Wakarna Roadhouse.
Neil Dana, the team photographer, is a musician and has surfed all over the world.
I surf all the time. I surf reefs that are only 1-2 feet deep. This is 6 feet deep. This is not dangerous.
Rolf Potts is a travel writer who agreed to tag along to help document the expedition. His book, Vagabonding, is a guide to traveling light.
We're going to buy some major explosives and take them into Honduras. In some cultures, this would be called smuggling.
Nick had the expedition vehicles modified to be able to handle travel through even the most extreme environments.
They just look mean. They look like something you'd see in Tomb Raider, or, you know, if Indiana Jones were shot today, he'd definitely be out in a super kitted up, you know, 4x4.
The vehicles will be the team's only link to civilization in hostile or remote locations.
They just look like something that you could take anywhere. And they look like that because you can. You can take these things anywhere, and we're going to take them everywhere. My heart's beating a little bit faster than it usually does. That means it's a good driving day.
Philosophically, I guess it sort of goes against how I like to travel. I wrote a book about independent travel, and I say, don't bring anything you don't want stolen. Well, we're driving expensive vehicles that we don't want stolen, and that's sort of the basic fact of our expedition. We're traveling through developing countries in vehicles that could, you know, feed a family for 10 years. I don't want to be a doomsayer, but we'll see what happens with the expensive kit we're bringing along.
Day 1. The team finishes packing up and gets ready to roll out of Drive Around the World headquarters. After months of preparation, they're finally on their way. The team gets a few days of training in off-road driving. Certified instructors teach them how to handle the vehicles in difficult terrain and also offer some advice about the difficulties of life on the road.
It's a big leap of trust.
We got to take the vehicles out, and, you know, you're going up hills like this and climbing boulders and vehicles on 2 wheels, 3 wheels. And that was a pretty good team-building exercise.
You can feel it on there, so as that vehicle starts to lift up, you just want to stay squeezing that throttle consistently. Stop! First and foremost, schedules, you guys suck. We were here at 8:30 yesterday. We were supposed to start at 8:30. You didn't show up till 9:15. Fine, we're happy and we're about that. But come day 60, When Nancy, let's say you want to sleep in, but you know what, we're leaving at 6:30 and then you don't leave until 7:30, I'd be downright furious. Maybe you're not a morning person. I don't care. I mean, if you say this is what time we're going to leave, then you need to pull it together and you need to wake up earlier. And that's just those adjustments, because otherwise you guys really will get on each other's nerves and then the whole thing blows up.
Make your time before 7:30 so we can leave at 7:30. That's what time is.
Rolf, you're way too high-strung right now.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me.
Coming up next, the team drives to Las Vegas to take part in the National Auto Show.
We're gonna go race some cars.
I kind of see myself as the villain of Drive Around the World.
Odyssey, driving around the world. Road Notes.
Sending an expedition team to Las Vegas as your first stop on an expedition is not a good idea, but that's what we're doing.
Each year, the SEMA Auto Show attracts more than 100,000 manufacturers, enthusiasts, and industry leaders from around the world to Las Vegas. The team spends 5 days at the show, which gives them a chance to meet with sponsors, show off their vehicles, and get to know their fellow teammates a little better.
We're gonna go race some cars.
After several days in Vegas, everyone is anxious to hit the road. Next stop, Mexico. They reach the border around midnight. It takes them more than 2 hours to get through. Passports, vehicle registrations, customs declarations, and international driver's licenses are just some of the documents they need. This will prove to be one of their easier border crossings.
Our licenses are being held hostage right now.
They want to charge us $20 a piece to get them back, so the bureaucracy that comes with borders.
It's okay. The passport is okay. The visa, China visa is okay.
We just got deported from China.
There she blows. Very nice.
We were finally on way in Mexico. We just crossed the border, which took about 2 hours at midnight. I got sick already, so right now my mouth is swollen up. I got sores all over, my lymph glands are swollen up. I'm about to not be so happy in my pants if you don't get to a bathroom pretty quick, because we were in Vegas partying, thanks to Red Bull and vodka, and before you knew it, I was picking up blackjack dealers, literally. And she's like, yeah, I need a place to stay. So the bright idea pops up in my head, oh, I'll take her to our house tent. So I pop up the tent on the roof of our truck, and she basically bailed. She's like, oh, you know, I think I'll just go home. So, but unfortunately, I think her little kiss goodbye to me gave me this wonderful case of whatever I have. But anyway, estamos en baja. Y estamos muy excitados.
They drive on into Mexico and find a place to camp about 70 miles south of the border.
Wake-up calls in about a half hour, so I thought I'd get up early and go take a shower. Then I messed up and accidentally set off the car alarm, so everybody gets a little bit more